Okay, so today is, what is it, Chuck?
Ask Tina.
Okay, thank you, Morgan. This is from Jay, and here, Chuck, you read it. I am a weak reader. In front of people, I get anxiety when I have to read. I've been insulted by my ex about it, and the hurt lingers. I want to heal from it. What would you suggest? Okay, so Jay, this is a great question, and I am going to suggest that you pick up the Little Book of Big Lies, because the 14 stories in the Little Book of Big Lies, each story will give you a piece of the answer of how you can begin to neutralize the old anxiety. So let's start there. First off, you want to understand that when hurt happens, when we have what some people call trauma, it's just having a overwhelm of emotional experience that isn't properly processed. And then it gets lodged in the brain, in the part of the brain that sort of holds and stores our emotions. So your job is going to be to begin to work with your brain, with the subconscious level, in order to change that now encoded anxiety reaction. With your reaction, there's patterns that you haven't yet begun to see. You want to start just observing yourself and seeing what some of those patterns are. My guess is that you'll see things like you'll see the kind of negative self-talk that gets fired off in your brain, like, oh, this is about to happen again. And when that happens, it sort of makes us clench even more and go into the anxiety cycle even faster, and we really do wind up in a loop. One of the wonderful things that you can do is just recognize where you are. You can begin to say to yourself, oh, that's that feeling that I feel all the time whenever I'm in this kind of a situation. Being able to recognize where you are does its own work in terms of interrupting the pattern. And what's going to happen is, as you find different strategies for interrupting the pattern, that's what you'll get from the Little Book of Big Lies. When you interrupt the pattern, you begin to destabilize the pattern. When you interrupt the pattern and see yourself, see some of the strategies actually feel successful, actually give you a sense of calm and objectivity and ability to respond instead of react, you are teaching yourself at the subconscious level that you are more than this pattern. And the more you take actions that help you to dislodge the force of the pattern, the more you will begin to know that this pattern is not who you are, it is not bigger than you, and that you, with time and practice, can destabilize it. When you find yourself anxious, breathe consciously. You can put your hand on your belly and just breathe. Take big breaths that come through the nose and into the belly, and that will help calm you. But to really do your work, you're going to have to learn patterns, learn ways to interrupt your pattern, and then begin to do those consistently. And over time, that anxiety will dissipate, and you will replace it with a greater, more whole sense of yourself. That's the Ask Tina for today.